So in the previous tutorial we have seen like how we can attach this weapon to our character. Now let's see how we can switch anim set based on the weapon that we have been picked. So currently you can see actually whatever we pick, whether it is a pistol or a rifle, we are still having the same anim set that is being played, which is unarmed. Right? But ideally what I need is whenever I pick the pistol, it should pause the anim state for the pistol anim state, and similarly for the rifle it should be changed back to the rifle anim set state. Right, so now to do that actually we need to implement the anim sets at our dt anim set data table. So let's go to the TPS game, data table, locomotion, dt anim set data table. And here as you can see currently we have the necessary configurations for unarmed anim set. Similarly, we need two more fields for pistol and rifle. Right. So first let's add pistol anim set. So I'll name it as pistol, and everything is basically empty, right? Which should be fine. So at the idle stance onwards, we have to set up each of these fields. Right. So crouch, I will use pistol crouch entry, and for the exit I will use crouch exit. And for the sprint, I think in sprint we can use exact same value that we have used here. So I'll copy everything and paste it here. And for the sprint configurations, I think the same configurations that we have at here would be fine. Right. And next, so idle stances are done, sprints are done, and then we need leans. So leans, actually we have a lean for PSMM leans, which is this one. Okay, we have these two leans. So do we have leans for rifle? We have actually, but I think even for rifle this lean can be reusable, because here you can see the additive settings. We have the previous preview base pose as unarmed jog forward. So if I switch it to pistol jog forward, yeah, now if I switch it to pistol, you can see the additive leans has been applied for that specific animation. Right, so I think we can use the exact same leans that has been provided at the unarmed to pistol as well. So I'll copy it and paste it here. Right, and then for jumps actually we have dedicated animations at our TPS game essential pack. So just search for pistol jump. So we have everything there. Actually all of this comes with Lyra sample project, and I just simply packed it inside our TPS game essential pack. Right, for as the jump start, let's add jump start, and for the start loop, let's add start loop, and as the jump apex, I can add this one, for loop, this one, for land, and recover editing. Right, Okay. And then we need aim offset. So I think we can't reuse the exact same aim offset that I been used at an arm section, because it's actually dedicated for unarmed animations, right? So here you can see all of these animations are derived from unarmed idle states. So what I can do is similarly, similarly we can create another animation offset for our escape mannequin, and I'll call it as AOMM pistol. So this aim offset also, the horizontal and vertical axis values would be same. So I'll copy all properties in this axis category and go to the MM pistol and paste it there. So all the stuffs will be automatically adjusted. Right, so now we need the pistol offset animations. Right, so search for pistol idle idle ADS AO. So these are the respective additive animations that we need. Yeah. And if you forgot about these animations, make sure to make this as additive measure space and selected animation frame, it should be CC. So all these additive animations, aim offset animations, should share this exact AOCC as the base pose animation as the additive settings at the additive settings, right? Okay, but what we are interested in this aim offset, so I'll open this thing and let's quickly plug these respective values. CC should be there, and CD and CU, and then RC, RD, RU. Similarly, LC, LD, LU, and RBC, RBD, RBU. Finally, LBC, LBD, and LBU. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, the skeleton has been disappeared, but that's fine. We can simply visualize it by attaching whatever the pistol ADS idle ADS we have, right? Because this is not additive animation, so since we plug these animations, all the additive animations will be overlapped with that specific previous preview base pose, so it will visualize the skeletal mesh here. Right, so you can see actually the M offsets working properly. Right. Okay, now let's add this instance to our DT anim set. So I'll go to the pistol and this one. Okay. So now jump has been done, aim offset done. So the general stuffs are done now. Right, now let's quickly set up the idle state. So idle also we have pistol. I think it's here, idle ADS. Yeah. And for the idle breaks, we have two anim instances. Search for idle break. Yeah, idle break scan. So I think we have only this one, so I will delete this reference. Right. And for the turn in place, we have pistol turn left 90 and this one for right 90. The play rate is 1, which is fine. And for the start cardinals, search for pistol. What? Think jog, right? Yep, jog forward. Sorry. So this one is for walk, right? So since this one is for walk, let's use the walk forward. So we have walk forward, walk backward, left and right. And for start forward facings, yeah, start forward facing, I think we can use whatever we have at here. Let me quickly check. Yeah, I think we doesn't have any sort of dedicated stuff for forward facing, so I'll keep it as empty. Right, and let's quickly set up rest of the stuff. Yeah, then we need cycle. Sorry, I think this should be the start. So this should be forward start, this one backward start, this one left start, and this one is right start. And these are the ones actually should be forward, backward, left and right. And this one for stops. Right stop. And this one is for pivot. Forward pivot, backward pivot, left pivot and right pivot. Okay. And as for the configurations, we can keep, I think, maybe max walk speed 250, max acceleration 512, and braking deceleration walking maybe 512, and rotate rate can keep it as it is, and distance matching play rate clamps would be okay. Jump recovery additive alpha, I'll keep it as 0.65. What we have at the unarmed state for walks. Yeah, the exact same stuff, I believe. Yeah, right. And similarly, let's set up jog. So for jog, actually I'll use, so since we used idle ADS here, for jog let's use idle hip fire, pistol idle hip fire. And for the idle brakes, can use idle brake scan. Turn in place, I think we can use the same stuff that we have here. And for start cardinals, I think pistol jog category can be used. Yeah, jog forward start, let's start, and what, right start. Forward facing, I will keep it as empty. Right. Oh, or maybe I think we can add whatever we have at the unarmed state. So I'll copy it and paste it here. Right. And for cycle, we can use pistol jog, forward, backward, left and right. For stops, oh wait, did we add pivots? Yeah, we had, right? So for stops, I will use forward stop, backward stop, left stop, and right stop. And for pivots, forward, pivot forward, pivot backward, pivot left, and pivot right. And for the configurations, I think 500 would be enough, and I'll make this on 124. Braking, deceleration, walking, I'll make it as 124. And rest of the stuff I think would be enough. Fine. Right, so walk is done now, jog is done. The remaining part is basically crouch. Right, for the crouch, I think we have pistol crouch. So pistol crouch idle. And I'm not quite sure we have the idle brake for crouch. Yeah, we don't have anything, so I will keep idle brakes array as empty, which is fine basically. And for turn in place, we have pistol crouch, turn left 90 and turn right 90. And for start cardinals, we can use pistol what? Pistol crouch walk. Yeah, crouch walk forward. Actually, this should be start stuff, right? So forward start, backward start, left start, and right start. Right, and for forward facing, I'll keep it as empty. And let's add cycles. And for stops, and for pivots. Okay. And finally we have config. And for config, max walk speed, I'll make it as 250. Max acceleration as 512. Acceleration as 512 as well. And rest of the stuff, I think we can keep as it is. Yep. And maybe this jump relative alpha, I'll keep it as 0.65. And I think I missed that part at jog. Yeah. So in jog, also make sure to add jump relative alpha as 0.65. Okay, save all. So I know this is bit of a process. You have to do it carefully, but you will see the benefit of it like real soon. Okay. So now let's go to BP weapon base, and since we have this pistol from name as our Animset, we should be able to use that in our weapon base, right? So let me quickly look into my reference. Yeah. So inside weapon base, let's create a new function. So I'll call it as set Animset. Okay. Right. Now there, let's get our owner and let's get component by class. The component should be actually the locomotion system component. So we take whatever the locomotion system component that this on actor have, which means our BP character base or player base have, and if it is valid, then we can set, and in set function can be called. Actually, this function has been implemented inside the BPS locomotion system. So we have implemented this stuff at the early episodes. So you can go check it out, those stuff, if you missed. And now we need the reference or whatever the Animset that we are going to use at here. So let's get the weapon config and break it. And currently we doesn't have a field for Animset. So let's quickly go to this weapon config. Right. So I'll add a name called field called maybe Animset. It should be the type of name. And by default, I will keep this one as unarmed and this one as root. Save all. Okay. Now if I go to weapon base, at this weapon config, now we have an Animset. So I'll simply plug it to here and hide the unconnected pins. Right. Then this should be used at whenever we equip the weapon. So I'll call the function at here, set Animset. Okay. Now if I go to weapon test 1, which is the pistol, and for the Animset I'll make it as pistol, compile and save. So if I play it now, it should go to that Animset. Right, now you can see actually the equipping part is not quite accurate yet. So you can see like at the beginning play, even if I have the pistol, it doesn't actually show in that pistol state. But if I swap the weapon and get the pistol back, you can see the pistol is been acquired and Animset has been there. So you can see our Animset is okay. I think we have sort of a issue there. Yeah, let me fix that issue. Right, so you can see the warning, trying to play non-additive animation, because additive. Okay, I think we had this exact same issue at our unarmed state as well. At the general jump recovery additive. So this is for the unarmed. and there actually I make it as local space, and this is specific frame. Similarly, let's go to pistol. I'll select this one. Let's make it as local space additive and frame from this animation. So I'll select the last frame, 21. Let's play test again. Okay, now the issue has been resolved. You can see actually now we have the pistol animations. So maybe I can choose like forward facing. So the pistol would be visualized like this. So you can see actually the unarmed forward facing animations has been applied. But in case if you don't need that animation, you can remove that as well. So I think keeping that would be fine. But yeah, for now that would be fine. So you can see all the animations and leans and even aim offsets has been added perfectly, right? Without even touching a single line at our locomotion system, right? Because in our locomotion system actually it's entirely data driven, right? So we made our animation instance in a way such that it can be easily reusable for any sort of animations that we have been provided at our data table instance, right? So it's entirely data driven, right? So we control whatever the data we want, and the logics will be driven independently at our locomotion system. Okay, so that's how actually we can implement the anim sets for weapons. So currently the pistol anim sets have been implemented, and the next one let's implement rifle anim set. See you there. Thank you.